scouted, or did you have to adjust on the fly?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like they had a high line, but they weren't necessarily like applying too much pressure. Like felt pretty calm, and we were able to break them down a couple times. And then sometimes it was just sloppy giveaways on our end. So it was just a matter of getting in those half spaces, like in those pockets between their lines, and then finding ways to break and go forward. Which I think we had really good moments of doing that, and other moments where we were like almost there, and it was just a little bit sloppy on the final pass or whatever it was.
Okay. It was a pretty physical match out there too. We noticed is that something?
Got a fat lip. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it looked pretty intense from upstairs. Did you guys come in? Was that something you scouted, or like what was your adjustment at halftime to combat them in their physicality?
I mean, we knew they were going to be playing direct, and then inevitably when you're playing a direct team, you're battling for a lot of 50-50s first and second balls. So a lot of that was in halftime, like, can we be a little bit more condensed so that we're breaking them like on the ground, like the balls that we're playing from back to front or shorter on the ground, let them deal with that transition, which I think, again, we had good moments of, and then sometimes we fell into their transition. But I think it was just a matter of, like, we know that we have to win duels, and this was what Omi talked about at the end of the game. Like, if we win the middle of the field, we do really well, and there are moments that we do it and moments that we don't.
Okay. And for you, take us through that massive kick save you made towards the end of the game.
To be fair,
Like blackout.
yeah, I don't know. I think for me, like, there's not much that I do like in a game, so it's like standing strong when I do have a big moment and try and like hold my standard to everything that I can do within those little moments I do get. So yeah.
And this question is for both of you all. What did the coach emphasize going into the game, and how did it play out onto the field?
Yeah, I mean, going into the game, like I said, we knew they were going to be direct, so it was like, don't fall into their game, play our game, which is, can we switch it? Can we retain possession? I think it's hard to do that when a team is being very transitional. Inevitably, you fall into that because there are so many open spaces that you just want to exploit very quickly. So I think there were moments where we didn't fall into their trap, other moments where we did. So halftime, it was just about reeling us back in, getting recentered about what our game plan was. And we had really good opportunities in the second half that we just weren't able to put away.
And how do you and the teammates keep your composure during a high pressure game?
You want to take that one?
You're killing it.
Yeah.
She's on a roll.
I think a lot of it is just communication, so that, I mean, Morgan made we were laughing about this, Morgan made a save on a corner, and I was just there behind her saying, you got it. And she was like, no, I don't.
I was freaking out because I was like, I don't know where the ball is, and I'm like on the ground, and she's like, relax. So I think it's just like trusting each other and like leaning on each other for that support.
Yeah. And then I think that's what helps you get through something. Like if the person next to you is calm, you're more calm. And like that just spreads throughout the team. So the moment we start to get frantic, you can feel that. And then it's just a voice. A lot of times it's Morgan just saying like, stand on the ball, be calm, like invite the pressure, and then play out of it.
And Morgan, when you're stopping the goals, what is going into your mind? I mean,
Don't let it go in the goal.
I mean, because you have like a split second just to stop the ball. So, I mean, what do you actually be thinking about? Or I know it's stopping the ball, but not letting it go into the goal.
Honestly, for me, if I have a clear head and I'm not thinking too much and I feel like I can perform better, as soon as I overthink things, little things, it's like split second decisions that like I take too long and then you can't make the save. So it's kind of, for me, as long as I'm communicating well, and sometimes I talk to them too much, but it's actually just to get me like calm and ready for like anything to happen. But it's just staying calm and like keeping a clear mind, for me anyway.
How do you stay calm?
That's a great question.
Sometimes, I actually didn't do it this game, sometimes I sing to myself.
That's cute.
But that's like, again, I think it's just staying calm by making sure like the team is organized in a way so then the ball actually doesn't get to me. Because I feel like if the ball doesn't get to me, it's actually a good game for us as a team.
What song do you sing?
I like slow music, so whatever's like, it's honestly whatever I listen to last, whatever's in my head. It can be a range of things.
That's so cute.
You just hear me humming.
Yeah. Now I have to listen.
Any other questions for Sydney or Morgan? Yes, the yellow card. Jocelyn Elisa Gilbert, she got a yellow card. What do you think? It was fair? It was.
Oh, Ellie's yellow card? Yeah, I mean, listen, it was a tactical foul. It was smart. Like, they're going to transition.
Mhm.
Like, you have to do that. We were not in a good resting defense shape, so she makes that decision. I do think that's a card. I think on the flip side, like, their captain got carded really early on something that I think is a foul, but I don't think it's a card. So, like, it's kind of just like give or take. And then right after that, we had a foul that's kind of similar to what their captain did, and we don't get carded. So I just think, like, Ellie's foul is always going to be a yellow card. Like, that's very cut and dry. But then you have other ones that, like, are kind of hit or miss and up to the referee's discretion.
Yeah, it's something that I think Ellie needed to make.
Yeah.
She put herself out there for the team, and a little bit early, but
Yeah.
like she had to last for the rest of the game. But yeah, she needed to do it.
Yeah, it was a good decision.
And with this game, what did you learn for the next game, next Thursday against Brooklyn?
Yeah, I mean, I think our ball retention was really good. I mean, I haven't seen the stats, but I think we were probably better in possession. But now it's just possessing up the field to then convert. Right, like we have to put away our opportunities. I think we got lucky a couple times. They got a couple really good looks that they did not put away, so that very easily could have been a very different score line. So I think going into this week of training, it will be a lot about duels and winning the midfield. Like when we were able to switch the ball through the midfield, they could not touch us. But when we get stuck isolated on one side, we play ourselves into pressure. So just a matter of finding that chemistry again. I mean, it is still really early in the season, so finding that chemistry so that that can be our game plan moving forward. And then I think that's how we would beat Brooklyn on Thursday.
So, thank you guys
Thank
very
you.
much.